Absolutely. Thank you for staying with us and welcome back. Good morning. My good name is Van Sankwa. This is the first conversation of the day. We are delving into matters entrepreneurship. And in this conversation, it's about to be interesting because you're talking about matters that concern the construction industry. Now, the construction industry in Kenya is one of the most rapidly developing, employing a huge majority of the Kenyan youth in the labor force. However, with technological transformations, there's need to adapt continuously to ensure that there's connectivity between sellers, buyers, and even accessing products. And to help further this conversation, you're speaking to James Kimani. He's the founder of Kiman Stores, an interesting digital space that's revolutionizing the construction industry. Good to have you, James Kimani.
Hey, Brian. Thank you. Nice to have us. Thank you very much.
Sana. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe you can tell us a short story of how Kiman Stores was birthed.
All right. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Kiman Stores is a digital market that helps individuals, provided you're 18 and above, to have a digital store. Where you can be able to sell your products or services being even yourself. So how did it come about? I've been in the tech industry for quite some time. Yeah. Most notably, back then we did the systems for the IBC 2013. But then around 2020, during the COVID era, I decided to go back to the love of my life. Yeah. Which is construction.
And the love of your life.
Yes, because I'm quite passionate about construction.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so one of the things that I was able to really look was the people in the diaspora were suffering, Brian. Yeah. They're trying to construct back home, right? Using their friends, their family, and they were really getting a raw deal. Some even getting wiped out. Yes. And one of the things now we decided to do is to now help them have a trusted place where they can be able to do constructions wherever they want and whenever they want and wherever they want. So we'd go there and be them. Go to the ground and be now like that client, right?
Yes.
And do the project for them. And it was taking a lot of time and space because now when you take one particular client, I remember there was a time I was in Bita, Homa Bay, Haega, Kakamega, or Kirinyaga, Kibebe, right? Yeah. It takes so much time and you cannot be able to serve anybody else. And we sat down with my developer friends and we asked ourselves, can we replicate myself, whatever I'm doing as a project manager, into an application that's available for everybody?
Yeah.
And that was the birth of Kiman Stores. Because now as a project manager, now you, on your phone, right? You don't need to wait for me to tell you these are the best stores around you that are selling the best price cement. Or these where you have the best offers for the chumas today. Or this is the engineer that is best suited for your drainage problem. Right? Or this is the electrician that will fix you up. Now you have that power with you on your phone. And now even for those who are now doing the entrepreneurship themselves, the ones who are selling, they're easily being found by you, because now they don't have to have a shop in the front row on the road for you to see them, right? All you have to use the power of AI, and then you can be able now to just look for them, just put the keywords. What do you want? I want an electrician,
prompt.
Just prompt it, and then the best stores that are already on Kiman Stores and enrolled will be brought to you, they'll be filtered and brought to you, and then you can get into their store, check in, and then you can buy the items that you want.
Absolutely. Now, still on that, maybe what are some of the main areas of focus in the Kenyan construction industry? I believe as an industry player, what first of all, from the consumer aspect, what are Kenyans consuming in the construction space before we get to some of the services and products you're selling on Kiman Stores as an expert?
The most consumables, of course, are the block and mortar. You know, like what you here in this country mainly use blocks.
Construction material.
That is mchanga, cement, kokoto, and the bricks themselves. But also now there's a lot of new products coming into the market, especially from the China market, right? There's a lot of innovation. You can now see, like the floors we are doing, we are now not doing the tiles we used to do before, right? We are doing more of like those laminate kind of floors. The ceilings that we used to do, now the ceilings are now different. Right, we are now using the gypsums and those kind of things.
Right. Very colorful.
Very colorful, and and it's changing. Every time you blink like this, something is. Now you can see the walls that we are doing now are those slidey things, and and everything keeps changing, and we have to really keep up.
Yeah.
Yes, but now that's where we are. That's what people want, and that's what people are buying. Yes.
Yeah. So some of the supplies you mentioned is cement, sana. But I believe the labor force part plays a huge role. So who are the majority of people employed in the construction sector?
The majority of the people who are employed in the construction sector are I would call them semi-skilled.
Oh, semi-skilled.
Semi-skilled, and those semi-skilled is mainly like the service industry. We have the plumbers, the electricians, we have the carpenters.
Mostly handy people.
Handy people.
Right.
And the truth of the matter is, those are the skills that are not going to be taken away by technology.
By AI.
By AI. Fundi, bado lazima, the AI cannot really go and do that motor thing in between the blocks, right? So that is a secure place that if people have those skills in that particular industry, they are sure to be able to get something for their family at the end of the day. So now the question is, how do we get them to connect them to the people who need those services, wherever they are, to so they can be able to meet those projects. And also because of the competition that is quite high, to make sure that these people who are providing those services provide the best. Right? That person who is spending that money is guaranteed that when they spend that 5 shillings for that particular service, they get value for money.
Right. And now that actually leads me to asking, what are the forces that influence, let's say, the existence of the construction industry? If you are to paint a panoramic picture, without those forces, the construction industry is not there, if you are to explain.
Provision of shelter is a basic need, right? And if there's even one thing we look, even back in the Bible, even in the olden times, it's the innate need even for a man to provide protection and shelter for their family, right? That only is enough force for the construction industry, right? And now, one of the aspirations that most people do, even the Gen Zs, right? If you ask them, what's your aspiration? Is I want to work hard and then one day I'll own my own place, right? I'll be able to do that. If you ask someone who's been in the business for some time, right? They'll be like, oh, now I want to build my own villa somewhere by the beachside. They're not stopping constructing. It doesn't matter what particular stage.
Well, it's a skyscraper.
Yes, now.
All right, a small hut.
A small hut. Or even you're like this and you're like, oh my, I need to build a small house for my mom back in the village, right? Construction never stops, right? It's there, it's in us, it's in a DNA, right? Now what we need to do is to make construction now make sense, right?
Construction makes sense.
We make construction make sense, and we make construction not be a pain. Before everybody was staying away from construction because you're like,
it's dirty work.
You can wipe out all your savings. Right?
That is as a business, as a business now, right?
Yes, as a business. No, not even as a builder.
Even as a consumer, right?
Yes, because now, let me give an example. If Sakwa, you go and you build a house, right? And then after about a year, it's cracked, right? One, you can't live in that house. It's not safe for you and your family.
And you're seeing a lot of that, by the way.
You're seeing a lot of that, yes. So now, that's what I'm meaning. That's what I mean by your investment can be wiped out by it not being done right, right? So when there's no sanity, there's standards, there's structure, right? There's some form of ranking, there's some form of fallback, of like, in case this happens, what happens, right? If we now can be able now to bring in players like in the insurance into the construction, right? Now people can then be able to get into that space, not worrying about losing their hard-earned income or savings and those kind of things. And also the young fellows, the Gen Zs, or even guys who are looking for a side hustle, You know, they're already employed somewhere, but they're looking for a side hustle. They can be able to get into that space without so much in
hustle and struggle.
Yes,
and
or even the capital entry.
Yeah.
Right?
You mean it's the most easily venture to kickstart? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm actually saying is, like right now, Brian, in the next 5 minutes, you can have a digital store.
Wow.
Right?
How will I get that in 5 minutes?
In 5 minutes. So all you need to do is you need to log in to keymanstores.com.
Exactly.
Yeah. So when you log into
Keymanstores.com.
Yes, Keyman, and it's K-E-Y.
The one key and then add
Keyman.
And then
if I maybe guys explain what Keyman is.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So a keyman, even in the Oxford Dictionary definition, a keyman is the most important person in that particular organization.
Yeah.
Right? So on this particular table, Brian Sako is a keyman. Right?
You're the keyman because you are the guest.
Yes. So now in your shop or in your product that you're selling, you're the keyman. Right? So now this is the Keyman stores is a collection of good, well-managed digital stores in construction only, right? Yeah. I do foresee in future where now we're going to have versions of Keyman stores for other industries, maybe in garage and mechanic,
real estate, which is relatively connected to your line of work.
We can have events and management, you know.
Gen Z spaces.
Yes, Gen Z space. But for now, the Keyman stores is for construction.
Construction work,
So those people who would want to venture into something close or related to that, we can have that conversation. They just need to reach out to us. Yeah,
go on the Keyman stores. You'll actually give the details to us at the end of the conversation. So hold it there. Hold it there. I got you. I got you. But there's something interesting as well about Keyman stores. You're bridging the gap between persons or people in the diaspora and Kenya in terms of accessing construction material and even the market. Please talk about it and how it's working.
So the guys in the diaspora, very interested in investing back home. I think the fact that they're away from home makes them miss home even more. Yeah. Right? But there have been a number of challenges that have been there. One is the thing is, whatever they're able to see, they're only able to see the people who have the opportunity to maybe go and be big on social media. Yeah. Right? But now these people, let me take an example, like when in Kaega, in Kakamega.
Oh, you recently were there?
Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful place. We used to have githeri for breakfast.
Yeah. The Luya version. Okay. Yeah, sure.
And what the construction guys there want to do, they want to build back home. Yeah. In their village, right? But what are the challenges there? There's no visibility for them about what is available in the village hardware. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So they have to rely on relatives, neighbors, and those kind of things, and friends, to tell them, oh, ukienda kwa baba wekesa pale, hapo kuna mbao na zimekauka. You know, get what I'm saying? Yeah, sure, I get it. But you see now, that intermediary can have some bias. So there's no bridge,
there's no direct relationship between, you know, them directly accessing what they need to know about the labor force market or the construction market.
The construction market, even the labor
force, in the rural areas.
Is true.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So now we can now ask our youth, right? Now, go to that village hardware, right? Yeah. Register for that mzee there on Keyman stores. Yeah. Right? If you register it and it's verified, you yourself will be paid 500 bob.
For just doing that.
For just doing that, right? Okay. And now someone who is in Massachusetts, right, can be able to see what is in that village hardware. Yeah. And then it can be able to now make a well-informed decision on how this is going to do that construction for their elderly parents who are back at home. Yeah, or for them, or even for themselves. When they come, they'll find something that is of good quality. And now they're well informed that if this one is missing, if there's something missing over there, they can be able to know that you don't have to purchase all the way from Nairobi. Right. Right? You can be able to look at the stores near you and know, like, the closest store to you, because transport is a big issue. Yeah, by the way. Yeah, because construction work and transportation, they are twins. Transport is crazy, because you find, like, transport, it's about, like, 30%, 40% of like...
Because I can imagine the mabatis, the raw materials, and you have to take them to Western.
Yes.
Yes.
It's crazy. So now it makes your construction expensive when you start sourcing things from...
Yeah, a different location.
A different location. So what will happen, what's the ripple effect on the economy is one. There's that youth who got the job, the 500, remember?
Yeah.
Right? The one who helped that, right?
Yeah.
And then now we have the hardware person who's now getting orders from the diaspora people directly, straight to them. So now they start stocking even more better things. Yeah. Right? They go for those chamas, right? Yeah. The ladies in those chamas, they're like, oh, wait, Mr. Wekesa, who's moving the hardware things from this house to there, doesn't have transport. So this chama comes together, and they pull some money, and then they get either a tuk-tuk or a donkey drawn cart, right? And then they register it on Kima stores to provide transport. Right? So now the guy in Massachusetts can be able then to buy from Mr. Kesa, use the Chamaya Wamama tuk-tuk to now transport that cement from that hardware to the site.
But the mabatis on that pickup truck.
Yes, and now the sons of the ladies of that village, and now they are saying, I can do I'm semi-skilled in this, I'm semi-skilled the other. So now, you see now, that village has changed.
Sure, transformation.
It's totally transformed.
And still on that, there's been a lot of stories of, people being scammed. And I think it happens a lot in the land and property, or the real estate market here, where somebody sent a family member 5M, akamwambia, you know what, nijenge bungalow ama maisonette, ama just at least put up the structures, penye pesa zitafikia, we can pick up from there.
Yes.
And wakapewa stories ajaba, and then when they landed, boom, shock on you. It's air. It's air, nothing happens. So maybe, would you say these are some of the things that pushed you to, tap into such a market, onto such a niche, or it came from a place of an entrepreneurial aspect, or as a market researcher or an expert, you saw there's this part of this market that I need to feel, and that's why I have to venture into the construction work?
I've personally interacted with people who've been scammed. And the pain is real. Right?
Which is the most shocking, bizarre story?
Not on this forum. Because you see, I do publicize my projects, so people might just join the dots.
They'll be like, hey.
But what I'm saying is the loss in the construction is real, right? So now, when we are now even formulating and designing this particular platform, those were some of the key things that we had to deal with. And Brian, if you allow me, I'll explain.
Please go ahead.
First thing is, we need to deal with an escrow. An escrow, what is an escrow? An escrow is a trusted middle storage, right? That allows a buyer to talk to a seller and say, I want to buy this phone. Right? And then when you agree, I as a buyer pay fully for this particular mobile phone, but the money is put in a bank, is held by the bank, right? Until the seller brings this phone to me. So when I hold the phone and I feel it and it's of the right quantity and this is what I asked for, I do what I say is like a digital handshake, right? I say, I've received, right?
Digital handshake.
Yes, and then the bank receives my handshake and the buyer and the seller. When that happens, the money now goes to the money now goes to the buyer, the seller. The other thing also we have also tried to put, or we have implemented, is what we are calling the key contracts. Key contracts, these are smart contracts. These are smart contracts that Brian, me and you, we can get into a contract in 5 minutes.
Yeah, interesting.
Right? So
available on Keyman stores.
Available on Keyman stores.
Okay.
So I'll come and I'll chat to them, the AI-powered the Keyman contract system, and tell them, I want Brian to do this for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will confirm, oh, this is what you want? Yes. Put it into a different number of faces, maybe maximum 4, and then say, what's your budget, Brian? It's 100 shillings. Okay. Then it will allocate, and then you say, do you have a preferred person on Keyman stores that you want to do this job for you. If you do not have, right, it will ask you who are those who are the closest you'd want criteria, maybe by location or something. So you'll be given maybe like 3 or 4 stores that are closest to you that can be able to do that. But if you have someone in mind, maybe you saw your social media and you liked what they are doing, you just put their, what you're calling the KS number there, and then instantly, Brian, you receive a digital contract, smart contract. You go through it, you see, no. Phase 2, this is underquoted, right? You edit, right? And then you say, no, the time for doing this is not reasonable, right? You adjust. So there will be that back and forth until you agree. So when you agree, it becomes enforceable, right? Even the payments that you're using the escrow, so the payment system escrow will be guided by this smart contract. So now you see, now there are now 2 things that you can be able to now trust. As a bank in the middle, which is asking at the escrow, and the smart contracts that are enforceable by law. Yes.
Right. And that's how a deal is sealed. And now, boom, you're an entrepreneur in the construction work, or literally facilitating services. Maybe as well, before I forget, what other products are there or available on Keyman stores that anyone who, for this conversation we've had, for the better quote of it, if they stick to, log on to it, they'll find. And there's a place where you're trying to actually show me how it works. I wish we had a profile clip of it. It's fine. It's fine. And I love the fact that you mentioned AI as well. So meaning there's issue concerning data as well.
So for me to be able to explain about the products there, allow me to like print an analogy. Right? So where I grew up, one of the biggest market was, there was a big market, and then it had a brick fence around it, right? And that market is where we'd go and buy everything. So within that market, they used to have small stalls. And within those small stalls is you could find any product. The mama who was selling that particular store would wake up in the morning and bring nyanya when they're in season, right? And if it's cabbage, atafanya. So now, in this digital market, I cannot even really say what exactly is there, because everybody is bringing their own product, provided it's within the construction industry. The innovation will surprise us, because you'll find things that we've never seen, right? But because it's never been exposed to you, so you might think that it's not there, right? But those products are there. So what I would say is now with the power of AI, now we're in a place where now you can be able to say, by the way, what's the most innovative way I would want to build this wall, right? And now the vendors who've gone to maybe to China, Europe, or in the US, and they found interesting products and they brought into the country, you can be able now to go and see, it's like that, right? And then choose. It might be those from outside. Or it can be innovations that are back home. I like talking about a premix idea for the youth, where within one, you can just take a few spades of cement, a bit of sand, and a bit of cocoto, mix them into the ratios that are allowed, package them in a very nice box, right? And call it Sakwa Premix, right?
Nice, I love that.
I love that. And then now you just put it in your store. So you know, now that if you asked me, like, is that product there, I might not say for sure, right? But I'm very sure somebody has thought about it, right? So now, how do you get to that person? It's because in their store, they'll write a description that I have Sakwa Premix. Sakwa Premix is like this, that, and it solves your problem, because when you need to do a repair in your own house, you just need to buy 2 boxes, add water, and you're done. No wastage, right? No wastage, no nothing. Another person can be like, I don't have anything that I have to sell, but I know this store and the other store and the other hardware, they have like what we can call, okay, how can I put it? You bought a carton of tiles to sell. They were premium, right? And then somewhere by accident, when they were in your store, in your hardware, one of them chipped. Right? Now you cannot sell it. Right? Because now the person will come and be like, no, I don't want this one.
Even 2 bags of cement, and one is, already tearing and it's leaking.
It's leaking, yes. So now you see, now hardware people are stuck with a lot of dead stock.
Dead stock?
Yeah, because now, one, it's maybe due to carelessness of the people who are helping in those kind of things, the handling and everything.
Okay.
But now, what Keyman Stores brings an opportunity is for somebody who can be able to go and look around for those kind of things. Because there's somebody else who wants to patch up somewhere. He buys, the box has 12 tiles, but he can use 10.
Yeah.
You get? And he's going to pay it for a lesser amount.
Yeah.
And that's how you're going to introduce like garage sales. Imagine a garage sale for some of these things online, right?
Interesting.
It's kind of,
it's interesting.
it will blow.
It's interesting. You know, I could have only imagined, you know, if somebody would have told my grandpa that, you know, 10 years from now you'll be selling vitu za mjengo on an AI-powered platform.
Yes.
It will be an interesting dream, you know, to be an interesting dream. But then how do you also verify a supplier who is selling legit stuff? Yeah, what is the process? Because you're saying it's a publicly available platform, yes? Anyone can sign up on the platform. You've told me for 5 minutes I can own something.
Yes.
Or a profile on Keyman Stores here. So how do you verify between a scammer, a person who's selling legit products, and also a legit buyer? Maybe what is the process? Because now it has to do a lot with the back end, because this is an app here. Yes, please explain.
So I'll start the verification for the sellers first, the stores.
Okay.
So the verification is first you register, provided you're 18 years and above.
What are the requirements for registration?
Your ID and your phone number and your email.
Right.
So the
those are the details you collect from the seller or the buyer.
From we are starting with the sellers.
The seller, okay.
All right. And if you are registered firm, maybe if you're registered, maybe the registration documents, because now that's what identifies you.
Right.
Maybe, if you're an individual, selling as an individual, that's when you need the ID. But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
So for identification within the government kind of things, right? And then now.
So that's the ID number?
Yes. Yeah. Or the business number.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. When you get your profile, you can trade, but you'll trade, well, you're an unverified merchant, right? So then you go for verification, where one, a questionnaire is sent to you, where you fill in the details.
Oh, there's a form.
Yes, after you pay for verification.
Yeah, how much is that?
For our shop, it's 1,500.
So you can come in as a already existing shop, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And you've mentioned a business number, meaning that you're a registered business operator, you own a business providing services in your community, and so you're coming with a business number. So there's that portal over there on Keyman Stores.
Yes.
Okay, go
because for you to get into smart contracts, right, you should be in a position to sue or be sued.
Yeah.
And for you to be sued or be sued, you need to be legally identifiable.
Yeah.
Right? To get into contract. Right? That's the first. So now when you are verified, someone will come, an agent will come to your shop or your enterprise, and they'll be able to see your products, see that you're there, and then they'll communicate back to us.
Right.
That's an independent agent, right?
Yeah.
You'll become, and that's why you're paying, because we have to get somebody to come there.
Yeah. You said how much is it?
1,500.
1,500.
Yes.
As a shop or as an individual? Oh, as a shop.
If you're an individual, any fundi, it's 750.
Okay.
So
how do you gauge the pricing between a fundi and a seller?
Because now, for you to be verified, you end up having a bank account.
Yeah.
With the escrow bank.
So it must align with escrow.
Yes. So what you're saying is our verification must be bank level verification.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you can have a bank account, then you're verifiable.
Yeah.
Right? And that now also adds into the story about, like, it makes business cheaper, because now it's internal. Right?
Yeah.
So now that's the first level in terms of that. And then we also have the level of now, like, stars and what do you call it? The ratings.
Yeah, it's like you've used a bolt, and how is the experience of the platform?
So now the people who you're providing for services will be able to give feedback and say, Brian,
it's real time. Yeah, it's real time.
Not real time, but you have, for you to be able to do a rating, you must have gotten a service. So you cannot just come and say, Brian simple.
Yeah.
There must be a record that I did work with Brian for me to be able to rate them.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So now those first where you have the level for verification in terms of whether you can be sued or be sued or you can have a bank account.
Yeah.
And then also how people perceive your work, your relationship.
Oh, there's a place for
interpersonal.
comment. There's a comment section as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you're done with a particular deal, the first thing it tells you, rate and give comments.
Comment, yeah. So
which are available
yeah.
to other people who will come after you.
Yeah. So that is an independent platform now existing right there.
No, it's incorporated within Kiman stores.
Yeah. And so who are the most commonly visiting in and out customers that you manage to interact with and do business on Kiman stores?
We are pretty new because we've been now for a month plus.
Yeah.
But what I've seen on the request mainly has been, I don't know why people are asking for electricians.
Yeah.
I would mostly assume maybe because electrical stuff might just blow up on you at the most unopportune time, most inconvenience in time.
Yeah, because it's a techie world.
Yeah, yes.
Everything is running on
and everything
machines,
is running on
machines
power,
and technicalities of it, yeah.
So you can see that has been, there's a big spike on that one.
Yeah.
But now we still to have real data, real big data that we can be able now to tell you, but this is a direction you should be taking, because now we'd want to get to a point where we are not telling the youth. We go for forums and we say, and we look at the data and we say, by the way, we have less of these stores, or we have less of this service, or less of this skill in this particular area. And if you do that, you can be able to bridge that gap. And it's a good thing to help these people know where to fish.
Yeah. And just to ask still, because you mentioned data. Data is the most lucrative. In fact, forever, data is going to be the next big frontier in this world until kingdom come.
Yes.
So who's running the back-end operations of Kiman stores?
So Kiman stores is run and operated by employees of Kiman Oak. Right? So who am a director and a few of the rest of us. And we've also been helped to create this. We've worked with a company called Japak GIS. Okay. That helps in building they're the coders, and you're programmers and you're the
developers,
Yes.
Still the next big frontier.
Yes. And what else apart, because they are doing mainly the software engineering. But also we are working very closely with the government institution for data protection. Yeah. Because now here we are talking about having data for so many stores and so many individuals, right? So we are licensed.
So how do you secure? Oh, you are licensed to actually run.
Yeah, we are licensed by the data protection to be able to handle data, and we are what you can call it? We are certified as data handlers. And we have those parameters and those things, guidelines and that we must follow, and
ethically approved to handle
people's data.
Yes. Excellent. I think that one is very clear, a very important part here.
Yes, very, very critical.
I'd like to read to you an update here, and then we can connect it to the Gen Zs. It says the construction sector is a major contributor to Kenya's GDP with a market size value of $15.6 billion, estimated in 2023, according to the National Construction Authority, NCA. It's projected to maintain an average annual growth rate of over 5% between this year 2025 to 2028. When you look at what the National Construction Authority is saying, how many, from your estimation, and as a person who's actually, you've said it's a month, how many youth have the passion and the interest of venturing into handling the dirty work that happens in the construction industry? Because when you look at the labor force, there's the technical aspect of it. It requires you to be a person who is handy. But then when you look at the Gen Zs, they don't want the dirty work. They are more of the social media side. They'd rather be the coder. They'd rather be the ones speaking in front of the cameras than the ones who get down there to do the handiwork or the dirty work, so to say. Yeah. How many are interested from the ones you've interacted with that you'd say, maybe there's a certain demographic of youth or Gen Zs? Are they more of millennials or Gen Zs, or it's Gen Z millennials, or it's more of boomers, or it's a mixture?
Yeah. So how would I put this? Because I would kind of disagree with you on the Gen Z not wanting to have the dirty work. Okay. Trust me, these Gen Zs, they are so interested you know, in getting their hands dirty, right? What they want is a structured way to get them their jobs and make sure that they get paid. They don't want to chase around you and stories, oh, kuna kadil kana Ivana hapa, or nini.
Sure.
They say, they want it to be very clear. What do you want me to do for you? Okay, it's 1,
And
2, 3, 4, 5. How much is it going? How much is going to cost? Right? Okay. How long will I be with you?
Right.
Right? When you make that very clear, right, and it's structured, right?
Yeah.
These guys are workhorses.
Yeah.
And you know, when they do it and they enjoy doing what they are doing, right? They will talk about it on the social media, right?
Yeah.
On their social media. And that's why where you can see that they are able to showcase, like when they do their dancing on the streets. Now you can see on all streets, in every time you're going on Sundays, there's a lot of, they're trying to do those dances. So now they'll start doing those dances in their construction workplaces, right? Because they are, one, they are getting viewership to show whatever they are doing for the next client, and then they are getting money, right? And they are getting busy. And you know what? Construction is cool.
Construction is cool.
Yeah.
Ni kama kwenda kulima kwa shamba, but this one
it's cool. It's cool. You know, like, you know, there's no shame in the helmet.
Being dirty.
Yeah, there's, in fact,
getting
sasa
into an
wanavaa,
apron
unaona vile wanaingia koroga pale. They have like this apron and then they've just fold on one side. They've made construction so cool, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a misconception that we have about these Gen Zs, because these Gen Zs, it's just that we need to understand them. That what they want, they do not like ambiguity.
Yeah, they're very clear on the what.
They want, whatever they want is this. And if you said, this is what we're going to do on the first date, please don't change it. Like please don't change. Let us stick to that. And that's what we're trying to give them, so that it becomes so easy for them. And as you said, the construction industry, I remember I saw that article you're referring to. It's about 1 trillion, right?
Yeah.
When you put it in Kenya shillings.
$15.6 billion is a lot.
It's like $1 trillion, right? Yeah. And that is in 2023.
Yeah.
Right? So right now, the penetration of the internet into vijijini, right? And now the advent of AI, right? Yeah. That industry should be chasing about 2 trillion by 2027. Yeah. Right? And who will be the drivers of that? It's the small cottage industries. Because now, if, for example, let me just take another example. We are talking about the big things, maybe cement from Bamburi or Nini from Chuma. But you're talking about cottage industries. You see, you'd want to make your fireplace in your modern home to have those bricks. You know those bricks to a kuchoma? And have that...
Really looks matofali-ish.
Yeah, matofali-ish, naget. Yeah. However, you know the people who build those, they are back in your village. Yeah. Right? Yes. So now they can start getting market in uptown, Runda and Kilimani kind of construction, right? Yeah. And now there's now that trade.
So there's easy
accessibility
of market.
So now you see now, those are people now who've now brought back, you've brought in. Yeah. You've brought them in into the construction space, right? Now those ladies over there can spend the whole day and they are stepping on that mud and putting it together and bringing that because they know there's market for them, right? And now that's how you're moving from 1 trillion to 2 trillion. Yeah. Yeah. That's impressive. That's impressive. When you're still on the Gen Zs, maybe, what would you say as other careers, gig economy careers? Gig economy refers to these short-term jobs that Gen Zs prefer. They'd rather come and be an influencer at an already existing site or say, hey, come on TikTok, I'm talking about Kiman stores, it's available, blah, 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 blah. You pay them for that, But then to just set example, what would you say other Gen Z related careers that easily are intersecting with the construction industry? Being in the tech space for how long? 2025, 2007, it's quite long, right? Yeah, 20 years. 20 plus years. I've seen the technical space and the workspace evolve. When I was leaving the university, some things were so lucrative, right? But now things have kept changing and changing. Yeah. But there's one thing that has remained constant, Brian. Skill-based labor. Skill-based labor. Skill-based, where you can do something particular, maybe with your hands, right? Or you know how to sew, or there's something you know how to do, right? Yeah. it never gets out of age, right? And somehow you cannot be replaced easily, right? So all you need to do is just to irembeshe, scale it, and all those kind of things. But so for the Gen Z, I would tell them, right, is yes, there is this blue collar kind of
blue collar, white collar thing,
yes, right,
which is fading off with AI now.
Yes, because it's easily replicatable, right? But an AI will not fix that socket for you. Right?
Or the lights.
Or the lights or something. So we are telling...
But they'll get a robot. They have robots already at Amazon.
Yes,
they fired 100,000 plus workers, I think, last year to replace it with robots. So I believe that will be advanced.
Way advanced.
Yeah.
So the Gen Zs right now, who are now starting to get families, right?
Yeah.
They are starting to get families and children and those kind of, and they need to fed for them. And the
millennials
who are also looking for, it's because you had asked, the millennials mean that you are this product will just blow them away because one, their side hustle. But now, going back to the Gen Zs, yes, if they have a skill, right? If they have a skill, not necessarily in the construction space, but if they have a skill, they are sure that they'll have something to feed their families on.
Yeah. So you'd rightly say once they're techie savvy, any business can survive in the tech space now that even the construction works and selling cement, even soil. There's places I've seen somebody bought soil from another county. So you'd see how it's actually being facilitated. It's interesting.
Yes, because the technical skill that they need per se for you to do on Kimansos is if you can chart, if you can chart, you can trade.
Absolutely.
Now, the millennials, we are doing quite well. So, however, the thing is, sometimes you need that extra income. We've found a lot of millennials also where they find that their monthly income is maybe tied down with loans. They already have like children and this kind of things. And what they want is that extra income that does not take away their time. You get what I'm saying? So now, Brian, you're here, seated here right now, right? But now, you have a store back home that is applying cement, mchanga, and those kind of things, right? Or you are in a chama where your trucks are transporting your goods all over the place, right? So, and in the evening, you just go to your... just check what you're doing and you see your money coming in. You don't have to leave here to go chase for payments because hakunanga deni kwa Kiman stores. Hakuna deni. So you're assured you get to pay.
Okay, awesome. This is the last question and then you can tell how people can get hold of Kiman stores. Maybe with projects like the affordable housing project here, GAVA, and that's a government program. But also maybe I'd like to bring in how is the intersection between the public sector and the private sector in terms of creating a center that makes the construction environment conducive in terms of facilitating its operation from your observation and experience.
Please come again.
The private sector and the public sector, and I've given an example of the affordable housing project. That one is facilitated by GAVA. But then if you were to look at it as an industry player, how are the forces that are influencing the stable operations of the construction work between the private sector and the public sector, yani GAVA and the private sector hapa katikati?
The government plays a very big role. And we've mentioned one of them, like in terms of data privacy and protection. So the government plays the policy role to make sure that, one, those people who are playing with within this particular ground are within the stipulated structures and policy. One, for abuse, for also for, what is it, extortion, no, not
even
extortion. Even the scamming, yes.
Stuff
so
that's happening.
The government does that. The other thing the government does is infrastructure. Because now, we can now have like faster internet, means faster trading. Right? If they can be able to facilitate for easy access to gadgets like our phones or tablets or those kind of things for back in the village. Now, someone in the village does not need that POS. They just need their phone and they can be able to trade, right? And some of those things, for them to go down, they need the facilitation of the government. The government also needs to sensitize that the youth with all due respect, is that let us not take our youth outside.
Yeah.
Right?
Because there's a huge labor exportation, labor
yes.
force exportation to other countries.
Yes,
China is a good
and
service
whatever.
country. Yeah.
So we are saying, let's not take these young fellows outside, right? Let's
Yeah.
bring them inside,
Yeah.
but then we tell them, now here's a place we can play, right?
Yeah.
They themselves will generate that, whatever they want to do, you know? And you believe you me, it will get to your house somewhere within your house. You'll have a touch of a Gen Z who is within the country.
Yes.
Doing this for us.
Yes. So tell people how they can get hold of Kimon Stores. If they want to sell a product, buy a product, they want to download it, visit, want to speak to someone, please speak to them. And also, you can include what is the most interesting thing about the construction industry as we exit, as you give the parting shot. This is your camera.
All right, thank you. So first, before even I tell people, I want to first thank my team. They've been instrumental, Brian.
Yeah.
I can't thank them enough. They believed in a dream. So my team, thank you very much. Thank you. And then now, for those who want to reach out to us, our website is www.kimanstores.com. We are on socials. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram as Kimanok and Kiman Stores. So find us there. There's a lot of Gen Z content actually on our TikTok.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually go there to mesmerize myself and see all the skits that they're doing and how they communicate. It's surprising to see how the Gen Zs in my team are communicating to other Gen Zs out there, right?
Right, yeah.
So like,
and making construction work interesting and funny.
It's fun.
Yes.
Because now when you go and you're looking like at
very serious stuff, yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, kumina nane supu. A long lilo.
Yeah, you know. But they are communicating.
Yeah. Yes.
And they're telling each other, come I plug you in and I show you where to get. So
yeah, and that's business, that's entrepreneurship.
Business, yes, amongst themselves.
Yeah.
So that's it. And so I would rather, maybe I would say that is one of some of the interesting things I'm really enjoying with this particular journey because of meeting people who are really doing a big difference within the industry.
Right.
And what I know is Brian will call me again. So maybe we can be able to do now an analogy, a check-in. So, so how has it been? So I was checking like just before I get in. We are almost like now at around close to 100 stores now, right?
Yeah.
When I come back, I want us to be over 1,000 plus.
Yeah,
you
sure.
get, and
Absolutely.
then we see how many people are we employed.
Yeah.
Right. How much business have we transacted? And now from there we can now be able to talk in a bigger sense on where we can go. And thank you very much.
I love that. You've not said the number, but you said it's kimanstores.com.
Yes, and the number is 0757.
Yeah, say it faster because we are exiting.
57 539 000.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Sawa, thank you so much for your invaluable insights. James Kimani, project manager, engineer. He's also the founder of Kiman Stores for being here today.
It's been a pleasure, Brian.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
And we're going to do this. We're going to take a very short break, and then coming up next is an interesting conversation with my co-star Stephanie. So stick around at Y254 channel at Ransako 101. See you on the other side in a bit.